Good evening. I got bored with waiting for that to fade out. And welcome back to Jerusalem, where I have a slightly non-functional voice, and Queen Ansa the Crusader is now infirm and 62 years old, and thus no longer capable of taking part in battlefield duels. And yes, her personal combat skill is -18 because she gets a -50 for being infirm.
Yes.
I don't know. I feel as if she might still manage to kick the arse of that guy who did nothing but run away.
Yes. I mean, -18 is like at the low end of commanders, but not actually completely implausible. Yes, but her truce with the Byzantine Empire expires in about 7 months' time. And she has a strong but non-inheritable claim on the Duchy of Mosul. So, in about 7 months' time, she's going to be declaring war on the Byzantine Empire, come hell or high water, because
Idea or not.
even if it turns out to be a terrible idea, that will turn her claim inheritable. And I don't entirely trust her to survive much longer. I'm hoping she'll survive another 7 months.
Try not to get into any fights.
Yes.
I'm sure your spy master is very much
I
in
think
favour.
I think she will. I will turn off her leading armies button. I mean, she's still got 17 martial skills, so she's not a bad person to lead armies.
Yeah, but it's a bit risky.
But she might then end up getting into well, I suppose actually it's not a problem. Once she's in a position to lead armies, we've got the claims inheritable. So she can totally die on the gloriously on the battlefield.
You have to just be careful that you don't declare any other wars first.
Yeah, I'm not planning to declare any wars in the next 7 months other than on the Byzantine Empire. I've still got a truce with with my 2 other targets. And we have this weird thing that Hungary's taken Acre, and I don't understand how. I think it might be in some way related to the way that England took Alcacer.
I think it's inheritance, but it shouldn't go out.
No, I've got high crown authority. So's Egypt, Africa, whatever.
Fabricated a claim.
But you have to go to war to press those,
Yeah, but
which would be with me, and I would have noticed.
it's true, yes.
So I have no idea how Acre is no longer part of our kingdom, but we're going to have to go to war with Hungary to get it back.
How scary is Hungary, and can you declare war on both Italy and the Byzantine Empire at the same time?
I don't really think Hungary's not very scary, but I think the Byzantine Empire is not soft.
Yeah. Well, you've got 7 months to recover your troops. So.
Well, I mean, it's not like I think we wait 7 months and then hit the Byzantine Empire. So the Byzantine Empire has 34,000 troops. We have 43,000. Hungary has 9,500. No. One at a time.
It's probably slightly more sensible, but okay. I mean, like, if you insist.
So let us unpause and wait until June. Oh, one title can be usurped. Oh, the Sultanate of Iraq. I don't want the Sultanate of Iraq. Go away. Oh, right, and I have already usurped the Duchy of Basra, so I don't actually need to usurp that one again. Who wants imprisoning? Only Duchess Agatha of Basra wants imprisoning. Oh, we have a militia training. Right, yes, of course, we are still trying to turn Jericho into somewhere useful, aren't we? And there's the usual pile of defensive pact bugs.
I wonder if I got fixed in CK2.
Well, I think you don't get it in your CK2 games with all the trimmings. As in, I don't think I've seen it in any of your more recent games.
Maybe not.
So it might be something that only turns up if you're running like the cheapest free the free version with none of the paid for add-ons.
I did used to have it.
Yes, yes, but that was I think well you didn't have no add-ons because you had Charlemagne.
I did get Charlemagne very early, yes. But I did then get.
Right, the Prince of Ramiro for Jerusalem faction has exploded. Excellent. Right, we've made it through January. I think someone was trying to murder Princess Elvira. I might want to fix that. Oh, Nuno. Who's Nuno? Is he my grandson? Yes. Yes, please become just and kind. I mean, I don't know that this is terribly useful for you, but because mostly you're a convenient source of potential despoletos, but hey, just in case someone dies and you accidentally become king.
Also, just and kind and not bad things to have if you get him to tutor other children.
Yes.
In the future, rather.
It's giving me an earworm. Oh, excellent. Baghdad has turned Catholic. We've made it through February. And March. I mean, this means that the same person has been Byzantine Emperor for 10 years. Truce expiring. Oh, he's got a name. He's got a nickname too now. Basileus Zamir the Noble. Let's just check he hasn't. No, he won't have joined a defensive pact against us. He's almost as strong as we are. 52 days left.
It looks like we've got a revolt again.
Why are you sowing discord here? I've forgotten. Where are you sowing discord? Oh, you're sowing discord in that little bit of Hungary, just in case we can get it to declare independence from Hungary. You've done it at the wrong level, but carry on. Oh, that's Eudokia Argyros, who is who is betrothed to little Nuno. She has grown up into a charismatic negotiator, but she is a genius, so that does give her 31 diplomacy. So, like, if he were to end up king, he would. He's got 20 diplomacy, and he's 12. I'm trying to turn him marshal. His tutor is Duchess Elvira, who's much stronger marshal than she is thing. He's going to turn out amazing, and we won't have a use for him.
Well, I mean, you have got a lot of female rulers. It is worth having a backup who is not vulnerable to death in childbirth.
True, but there is a back. Oh no, hang on, no, that's Nuno Satuques. He is going to be king,
Right, okay.
because he's Elvira's first son.
Right.
He's going to be our first Christian Jerusalem's first male ruler. if he lives.
And if you carry on past founding the Empire from there.
Okay, yes. Well, I
Be-
mean, I might play as someone different, but he
that's true.
will still rule Jerusalem. Is likely still to rule Jerusalem and the Empire of Outremer. Built a keep in Kirkuk. Does that mean I can? Oh, I can build some stables there as well. Let's do that. Just having a quick look round at what wants building. So that's still very slowly upgrading itself. All right, the interesting truce no longer appears up there because it what? It hasn't expired though. It was the 20th of June, wasn't it? He didn't make it to 10 years after our last war.
He got stabbed.
I don't know if he got stabbed, but we have a new Byzantine emperor.
You should be able to see who the previous Byzantine Emperor was.
Yes,
and what
indeed.
he was
Died of poor health. Zamahir the Noble died of poor health on the 17th of May, just over a month before we would have declared war on him again.
So the question is the next ruler any better?
He's a good deal less popular with his vassals based on those troop numbers.
Well, you can declare war on Hungary at the same time.
So hush.
I mean, I would do it, but you don't have to play like I do.
So yes, we have the new Basileus Jacobos of the Byzantine Empire, who looks like what? He has 0 personal diplomacy, 0 personal martial.
Is his backstabbing skill wrong?
6.
Just about his best stat, though.
Yes. He is actually a flamboyant schemer.
Well, he's toast then.
I was going to say, a flamboyant schemer. Shouldn't schemers be kind of secret?
Yes, that's why flamboyant schemer is the second lowest kind of result of a scheming education. Flamboyant schemers thrive on court intrigue and fancy themselves masters of the trade. However, their lack of secrecy tends to endanger even their best efforts. So yes, a flamboyant schemer is precisely the wrong kind of schemer. I have no idea how he got to be Basileus. Presumably someone voted for him.
Yes, presumably they all thought, gosh, he'll be easy to manipulate. What a patsy.
I mean, he was born in the purple, which helps.
True, but I mean, there are surely better.
And he does have quite a lot of prestige.
Yeah, but I give him about 10 minutes before he's stabbed.
I mean, the current front runner to succeed him does have 12 personal diplomacy, but has 0 personal stewardship and 0 personal backstabbing.
They're clearly going through a bit of a bad patch at the moment there, aren't they? But anyway, now is a great time to declare war on them. And she can lead armies. But
To a glorious demise somewhere on the battlefield.
almost certainly yes.
I mean, I'll check that when I declare war, the claim becomes inheritable before I do that. Claim Mosul on my own behalf. Right, so now my strong claim on the Duchy of Mosul can be inherited by successor. So Duchess Elvira will have a claim on Mosul, even if this war somehow against a very weedy Byzantine Empire. They've got up to 24,000 troops now. They're recovering from whatever just happened. And we probably don't need to bring our full forces to bear. Maybe I should declare war on Hungary. No, I think the Byzantine Empire is going to get stronger over the course of this war, and I don't want to be caught out by that. Am I just going to raise basically everyone? It seems a bit extravagant, but we can crush them faster if we raise everyone. Maybe I should release those who are like right down here, mind. Let's release the troops that are in. What is there? Is that just a trade post, or do they? No, they actually have a bishopric down in Muscat. Okay, well we'll send this lot to go and besiege the bishopric in Muscat then. Yes, the Byzantine Empire appeared to have quite a few odd little bits.
But on the plus side, given the rapid turnover of revolts and the only slightly less rapid turnover of Byzantine emperors, you should be able to wall them off relatively quickly. And the other thing is, at some point, you get big enough that the other big empires will surrender to you much earlier. Probably not quite there yet, but you're getting pretty close.
Oh, there's a Byzantine army there. Let's not walk straight into them unless we're really confident.
Especially not if they're mountains.
Desert. But let's organise ourselves so that we actually have enough troops to squish them. And so that our troops have half decent morale and indeed commanders, yes.
Well, to have half decent morale, you want to put the Queen in charge in a war wing. Doesn't she have flanker?
Yep.
Excellent.
Oh, the Byzantine army is moving away. Right. What can we do about this then? Let us arrange a kind of a. Let's see there. Where are they going, I wonder? In that case, let us. Try to pincer them a bit. Oh, no, they've turned round again. Right. In case you lot stay there. Oh, they've noticed this lot coming into that? No, that doesn't really make sense. Actually, you lot become one army. Andreas is an organiser. So can we back off to that conveniently high supply limit mountain province that isn't even owned by us? No, we can't. We can't get away fast enough. Can we go via Kurdistan? No. Okay, even though they've only just started moving, it looks like we can't escape them. So I think we either... I think we probably hold our position in Erbil and try to get all of our troops in there fast enough. Like if they're actually coming for us, their morale is terrible compared to ours.
So,
if we get this lot a good set of commanders, we can have flankers on both sides. I think no, sorry, that's a narrow flank battlefield terrain master, not a flanker. Oh well, we can have a flanker on one side. Let's put the flanker on the bigger side. maybe on the smaller side. I don't know. And then pile all of our reinforcements in there.
Check the balance of your reinforcements.
So what's our balance there? We could do with more on the right and then on the left. So yes, let's do that instead. And give them one of our less good organisers. Well, I don't think that lot are going to get there in time. Oh, that lot might though. Right, so that might be what we need. And like this lot at least have 70% morale versus, well, we can't actually get it as a number, but it looks like about 10% for the Byzantine army. Assuming they don't change their mind again. Doesn't look like they're going to, even though they can see how many troops I'm bringing up. I suppose strictly I've still got fewer than them in the hex, in the things they can see are moving in there directly, so. Maybe they still think it's going to work. The fools. We have a new Duke of Aleppo, Duke Andronikos, who is only 5 years old. And a new Duke of Mudar, who is, I presume, Duke Andronikos' big brother, yes. Because Gavelkind. Right, so that lot, we've now got a second bit of our army there. Let's merge them and check that they're looking reasonably balanced now. Yes, that looks quite nice. Still smaller than the Byzantine one, but we have full morale and they don't. And we're in a defensive position in desert, actually. Right, that lot seem to have stopped in a slightly surprising place, but I think they could actually usefully wait a short while and then try to intercept that lot. Kind of missing a flank, mind. Yeah, we seem to be doing all right in that battle. Right, that army is now movement locked, so I think this one should now arrange to be the defender in the next province along, because we can get there first. Right, we won the Battle of Chaldiran, which got us 9% war score.
Aha! Critically, this means you've won the minimum
Yes.
viable whatnot.
Meanwhile, they've attacked us again, slightly foolishly. Turned out they only had one flank against our two. More buildings in Jericho. Let's have some more barrackses. Where are you guys all going? Multiple places apparently. Okay, that's fine. Right, we have also won the Battle of Bakhdida, but that was only 1.8% war score. Well, I mean, it was quite a large battle, but it's against the Byzantine Empire, so you don't get much war score even for quite big battles. Right, let's make sure we have a siege leader there. And the siege leader there. Oh, and we should probably take our marshal off doing things so that he can lead some troops, because he's kind of useful. Though he's an organiser rather than a siege leader, so he's not that useful. Oh yes, how are things going down here? Is that enough troops to besiege Muscat? Or rather, the bishopric of Samail? Yes, it will be. Need to pay some attention to the supply limits, because we're about to pile far too many troops into that province. Here, you lot all go somewhere different. There. You lot also, I would like you not to be going in there, but sadly you've already started moving, so I'll just keep going. Someone more defensive pact Fwibblings. Yes, we've been attacked somewhere. Oh, we've been attacked there. Oh, that's actually unfortunate. They're going to win that one, probably. Oh well. It's a very small battle. Oh, Jazeera, the Duchess of Jazeera has just declared holy war on Kurdistan.
Okay.
You're not actually standing in at the time.
No. I did think about it. So yes, the battle we lost was worth 0.37% war score. So we can see the Jazeeran armies organising themselves to...
Don't mind me, coming through, sorry.
Count Bear Twin of Najran has come of age and is fairly uninspiring. That's a little worrying. Oh, the King of Hungary has just joined a defensive pact against me. Curses.
Probably afraid you might take out that tiny little enclave.
Possibly, yes. Bishop Ramiro of Jerusalem claims that he would be a better court chaplain than Bishop Garcia and petitions that he should be given the title of court chaplain of the Kingdom of Jerusalem because he has learning 21 and my current court chaplain only has 20. Well, yes, I'm quite happy to swap court chaplains. Find somewhere to proselytise. How about here in the middle of this battle? Looks like that briefly victorious Byzantine army is now coming up to the main body of the empire. So I don't know quite what it's going to do next. Oh, what? Why do we have a holding up there? Can I grant it independence? Oh right, no, it's for some reason held by Count Boethios of Homs. He has like this random barony out in the middle of the Byzantine Empire, which is now being besieged. Okay. I don't think you can even plot to revoke someone's baronies. They're just considered too trivial.
Yeah, no, you just have to live with that being besieged, but we'll be fine.
It's like confiscating a child's toy. You don't have to plot it, you just do it.
Well, no, I don't think... Well, I mean, I think I technically can, but it would be considered...
Tyrannical.
No, I don't even seem to have a revoke title option. Is that because I'm at war?
Possibly.
It's tempting to go and hit them again, since we have an army just here and they're moving into Melitene, I don't know. Give ourselves some really solid commanders. Yes, it's in back mountains, but we have a 4-to-1 numerical advantage. Oh, excellent. More tech points for something. Not enough to be really exciting. So we have taken Mosul. Oh, the Battle of Melitene, or however it's pronounced. This campaign has been easy pickings. Swinging my sword through the mountains is a pleasure, and my fellow soldiers are equally jovial, surrounded by the blood of our Greek enemies. And cries of battle. Look, enemy commander Bishop Antiochos is hiding. Somebody suddenly shouts, pointing off in the distance. He does have a higher personal combat score than I do. So should Queen answer, despite having minus 18 personal combat score, go off and attempt to, well, probably die gloriously in battle to a bishop? Or should she just let everyone know of his cowardice?
I mean, the Queen normally beats a bishop, right?
I feel that while prudence would dictate you shouldn't do it, it is really not in her character to just go ha ha coward. Even though she's infirm, I feel that she's probably not necessarily...
So you're saying, let us soak the land in blood. Tomorrow prudence shall be our watchword.
That's one.
Okay. A simple duel for honour or not, Bishop Antiochos has the air of unquestioned confidence about him. When I charge, he snickers. At the end of it all, I am lying on the ground after my opponent made sure to tear a severe gash across my body. I don't feel so good. Severely injured. Personal combat skill -20.
Not that much worse.
No, I still don't want to usurp the Sultanate of Iraq.
You don't want to get the Sultanate until you've got the Empire of
Yeah. Well, strictly, I think I want to create all of... Oh, they've just brought another 15,000 troops into that battle.
How's it going?
Also, I seem to have lost my Chancellor,
I'm not with the actual page yet, but the final line concludes it cannot be countable.
who apparently died a natural death at the age of 49, which is sad. We have no one spectacular in our court. Well, let us from our deathbed send out a call to the diplomats of the world that Jerusalem needs a new chancellor. So I don't need diplomatic range, I need will join my court, which is nowhere near as good. Well, let's get that guy, he's pretty decent. Oh, actually, both of those have 22. Let's get the slightly more interesting looking one. So, is that battle now just going to go terribly badly for us? Is it worth, say, bringing this lot in? Or do we just try to win this by sieges now? So if I instruct this army to move now, will that force them to retreat from the battle?
So they can try and retreat from the battle. It depends slightly on the phase as to whether this succeeds.
Yeah, we are in melee at the moment, so...
I think you can try retreating, but it might not work, and you will definitely be counted as having lost the battle.
Yes, but like we're going to lose. It's 7,000 on our side, 15,000 on their side, and they are defenders in mountains.
Yeah, the other thing is, if you're losing it too much, you might not be able to retreat safely, but I think you can.
Well, let's try doing that and seeing what happens. Retreat towards all of my other armies. Right, so that then... I cannot stop coughing. Something is filling my lungs. An enemy soldier is shouting orders, but I am having a hard time focusing on the words. My knees give way, and I'm on the ground, dropping my Basque Crusader falchion. Tell Elvira that I love her. The enemy's commander, Bishop Antiochos, eyes the Basque Crusader falchion on the ground. Queen Ansa the Crusader dies. Queen Ansa II has given up the ghost at age 64. She died in battle against Bishop Antiochos of Matala. A disturbed person. What? She was never a raving mad woman, really. Look, no, nothing there that says raving mad woman. Who's writing this obituary? A disturbed person. Ansa was known throughout her lands as a raving mad woman.
I think...
Many are cautiously rejoicing at the news of her death.
I mean, that bit's certainly true. But I have to say that I have a feeling that whoever wrote this obituary is going to be haunted by Queen Ansa going, what the hell were you on, man?
Queen Elvira. Being a talented military tactician, we expect her to lead us to many victories on the field of battle. Long live Queen Elvira. Right, she has managed to retain the Basque Crusader falchion, despite someone eyeing it. I mean, actually, she has a perfectly adequate illustrious Crusader warhammer if she needs it. So yes, she acquired the Iron Mask of St. George and the Basque Crusader falchion and the German armour of the Cross and Gethsemane and Petra and the House of Wisdom.
I can't even make sense of that. I mean, it's definitely
The new Italian armour of the Cross Elvira di Spoleto received was destroyed because they already had one. What? Is that because she already has... That's a bit curious because...
I don't know where I got that.
Oh right, it probably replaced that one, yes. I'm not quite sure where she got that from. I mean, I do try to give out spare artifacts, but... So, Queen Elvira...
In one of my CK3 things, I did end up with like 2 or 3 Excaliburs at one point.
So, how's the council doing? Someone's fired half of them. Let's just pick some obviously good-looking people. And we're still waiting for a decent... oh no, our king, the new king, will be an excellent chancellor. Okay, I'm slightly worried by his -42 opinion. Oh, apparently he's recently been fired and she apparently promised him a title and then refused to give him one.
Ah, well, I'm pretty sure you can fix the latter fairly soon.
Right, so let's just check that we're still upgrading Gethsemane. Yes. So our steward's job is to oversee construction in Jerusalem. Carry on sowing dissent in Acre, or rather go and start sowing dissent in Acre. You should be leading troops. You should be studying technology in probably Fustat. You are already proselytizing because you didn't get fired. All right, Elvira di Spoleto has had a Basque Crusader falchion removed from their treasury. Yes, Prince Nuno is our new heir. So, in that case, we should wield the illustrious Crusader Warhammer instead, on the grounds that it's, well, actually pretty much the same as the... Like, obviously now we have to work out how to go to war to get that artifact back. And that battle's now going even worse because one of the flanks has lost its commander. Also, it's running away. Right, so we've won a siege all the way down here and lost a battle. Right, that lot can now be disbanded because, well, there's not much else going on around there.
Then if you need more troops, you can sail them up to nearby.
Ah, right. So because I withdrew before the end of the battle, they're not in shattered retreat. They're merely marching away, having lost 3,000 odd of their number. What's Duke Gregorio up to? He isn't in the fight. He's just releasing people from prison because it seems like a good plan. The King of Bohemia has joined a defensive pact against me. Right, they... okay. The Byzantines have chased my army and engaged them again in Edessa, which might be a sensible plan. I mean, I don't really want to abandon this. Let's split this army in two.
Can you know 6.5? Okay.
No. Which might be an excellent plan, except that, like, I have armies on all sides here. So can trivially bring in enough to outnumber them. All right, Elvira has picked up her mother's, well, not her mother's Brass Crusader falchion, because her mother's Brass Crusader falchion has been mislaid, apparently.
I didn't understand removed from the treasury. It wasn't clear whether that meant someone stole it or whether she picked it up and said, "I'm not going to leave this lying around in the treasury. I'm going to go out there and."
No, I think it means that the bishop who killed Ansa has claimed it. I'm not sure. Presumably, I can.
Elvira is going to encounter him on the battlefield and probably go, "Hello."
Antiochos. Which bishop? Antiochos. Antiochos of Matala. Okay, no, he doesn't appear to have it. It's not in Bishop Antiochos' treasury. I wonder where it's got to then. Yes, there is. So yes, I'm not quite sure where that falchion has got to. It's possible, yes. I mean, you say I'm leading troops, but I'm certainly not leading any of the flanks of that army. Oh well. Oh, and we have the defensive advantage from being in the mountains this time. What are you doing, you silly, silly Byzantines? I mean, like, we're winning already. And we have our reinforcements are only just starting to arrive. Yes, and conveniently, the next batch of reinforcements can now come in.
Is there any directional component to the battle model in this game?
Not really, no. Yeah, more tech points, excellent. And we have some barracks in Jericho. Since someone might be coming to besiege us soon, let's build some better castle walls in Jericho. Oh, we need someone to teach the children, don't we? Nuno needs a tutor. Am I a good tutor? I'll do. And Zentulo, who is not of anything like so much significance. though he is still a di Spoleto. Right, have I still got a slot? No, because I'm also teaching Princess Ansa. Well, let's just find him someone halfway useful. Right, well, we should be winning this battle now. They have apparently managed to break one of our flanks, which is slightly alarming. And yes, someone's besieged us somewhere. Where are you besieging us? Oh yes, right, over there. Yes, well, we were expecting you to take that. Various people joining and leaving defensive pacts. Kirkuk has better improved keeps. That might mean we can build something there. But I think we're already building something there, yes. We can build better castle fortifications there in a moment. This is a very weird battle. But I think we have finally won it. Things are going well. When suddenly I hear an embarrassed huff from nearby. Spinning, my sword ready, I see the enemy commander Antiochos. No, not the same Antiochos. Awkwardly attempting to climb a fallen tree. I think he is attempting to escape the battle, my lady. Well, yes, I'm a better dueller than Antiochos. I have 48 personal combat skill. Antiochos is up a tree with 0.
Trees not being noted for their martial ability.
Yes, I will totally chase down Antiochos. The sun is beginning to set when I meet with Antiochos, my illustrious crusader warhammer ready. After he clumsily dodges one attack, my next one lands perfectly. Frantically, the man attempts to cover his injured body, but I have rarely seen so much blood. I walk away victorious. Also, we've captured Hrafen. So yes, Antiochos now has minus 15 personal combat skill. Because he has been seriously injured. He will probably heal given time. Right, let us work out what's going on with this army. That territory only has a supply limit of 15. So let's carve this army in half and pull half of it back to Tel Bashir. And actually send the other half in there so that we can actually finish besieging the place we're fighting over. Oh, we have a 100% war score. Because that second battle was like, what? Was that the Battle of Kaisun for plus 46% war score? Okay, that was the entire Byzantine army. Probably. They have 18,000 troops left now.
If you've defeated their entire army, it seems almost unfortunate you're only taking a small corner off.
Well, we have to do that which is legitimate. We have a legitimate claim on Mosul. We don't have a claim. Well, actually, we do have claimants on the entire empire, but I don't want it.
Ah, well, that's better.
Who want? I mean, would you want the Byzantine Empire? You know how hard it is to hold on to.
Yeah, but I could sell it to someone hastily.
Queen Albira of Jerusalem has usurped the title County of Nisibin, County of Sinjar, County of Mosul, and most importantly, well, not actually most importantly, and the Duchy of Mosul. Yes.
Oh, these the wrong religion. Now you have to send in your chapel.
In due course, I think. I think actually one of them might be Catholic. No, they're all Orthodox. So yes, we're going to want to fix that, but that's not desperately important. I don't think you tend to get rebellions from, or revolts, or whatever the correct term is, from
So here's the next question.
other kinds of Christian.
What are those oiks on your coast up to?
Yeah, we could probably go and give them a quick thrashing, couldn't we?
How much? What's your threat at the moment?
50.7%. No, I don't want the Kingdom of Assyria either. No, I don't want help with managing my titles. I might...
Get to give your husband one.
oh, do you think he'd like to be Duke of Mosul?
I was thinking give him Baron. You don't have to give him a good title.
Yeah, but he's got 21 Marshal. He wouldn't be a bad Duke. Yeah, let's let him be Duke of Mosul. What are all these messages?
They've got the one of the same type as before, and the other one from the previous one, which means a complete fact.
So, have all of my children pissed off to Nisibin? Apparently they have, yes. They've decided to follow their father. Well, I mean, they haven't all. I think the ones who are being tutored with me, well, are currently following the army around. And are thus being tutored, officially at least being tutored in Tel Bashir. That army can be disbanded. Oh look, Musa Najadid. Musa the Drunkard, who is still in power at the age of 72, who really, really, really doesn't like Queen Elvira because, as rightful Sultan of Baghdad, he objects to the fact that we control the entire territory of the entire de jure territory of the Sultanate. Um, yes, the rebels will not take long to squish. Right, so I still have slightly too much domain, largely because I still hold my I hold not only the Duchy of Taiz, which is what Elbira grew up holding, but also Samara, which was Ansa's duchy.
It bothers me that you're ruling a giant annulus.
Well, there's a desert in the middle of it. Actually, yes, at the moment it is simply one annulus. We're trying to turn it into a figure eight.
Well, that does require going toward the Magidates again.
Yes, and they've just joined a defensive pact against us. Bah! My mother put you on the throne, and now you're in a defensive pact. I mean, I think she was in a defensive pact against Ansa as well.
Need to. You probably have the problem that for Hungary and the Magidates now, when you do get to attack them, you'll have to wait until you have to do them both at once. Because as soon as you attack one of them, the other will join the defensive pact, almost certainly. I mean, is that one county or two counties or an entire duchy hiding away that you'll have to take off the Magidates?
It's 2 counties of a duchy I already control,
Right.
which is kind of inconvenient. But we can holy war it, so it's not that inconvenient. Indeed, what I would like is for the Duke of Nafu to feel strong enough to do it himself.
Yeah, but he's not going to be able to do it until he grows up.
But that will be a while. I might need to give him some more territory.
Well, he's going to have to grow up first because he can't go. He can't declare war of his own accord unless his advisors
Yeah.
sort of, the random number generator agrees with this.
Yes, Elbira also will need more prestige before she can found the empire.
Yeah. Well, that's fine. I mean, she's going to get some by warring. I mean, it's possibly worth checking whether any of the Byzantine revolt has any holdings that you want to nick.
I don't. Oh no, I don't think there actually is a Byzantine revolt. There's an Aljazeeran revolt.
Yeah, how disappointing. I'm sure another one will be along shortly.
Anyway, I have a faction that probably wants investigating because the lower Crown Authority faction is now quite strong. Though I can't admittedly start scheming against it for a little while. Let's see if we can.
I mean, it's probably worth doing a quick round of, minor titles.
Yes, I probably haven't got.
alcohol hints.
No, apparently almost all of the minor titles are signed. The only one we don't have is Keeper of the Tomes. Oh gods, my commanders are a disaster. I should fix that. I mean, not that lowering Crown authority would be a disaster, but like it would be nice to avoid it. Things will get better once I've reduced the size of my domain as well.
Any
I kind of-
complaints you need to land, or are you okay for that?
I don't think we have any. We have de jure claims on everything for the most part. Just trying to find someone who would make an obviously good keeper of the tomes. Okay, maybe the new Duke Thomas of Mudar is actually as good as it gets. Right, let's let him be keeper of the tomes. So, eldest son is Nuno. He is 14, so I could probably grant him the Duchy of Samara, which would be the traditional title for him to get. Only, apparently I can't grant him the Duchy of Samara. Why can't I grant him the Duchy of Samara?
Is this the restriction that you can't grant titles to people who inherit them anyway?
Oh, maybe something like that. He's also not in my court, not officially my vassal. He's officially my husband's vassal.
I think this is a sort of half-assed weird thing. Like, although the child is of your dynasty, officially the husband is still head of the house, even though you're the goddamn king.
And because I granted my husband the barony of the Duchy of Mosul, he's taken all the children with him,
Yes.
at least notionally. Though actually, those two, the eldest two, are in my court.
Yes. So if you wish to land little Nino, you have to wait till he's 16.
Damn it! Even the Knights Hospitaller have joined a defensive pact against us.
Oh, it's the year 1234.
Yes, so it is.
Missed the 6th of May there. That would be 12340506.
So that line marks the outline of the territory I want. And like we're doing pretty well at matching it now. Except for those two counties. Acre and, well, actually quite a lot of odd little holdings like there and there. And there's that one in the corner. So someone down here. And there. There's a random mosque in Tihama. These are all going to be terribly, terribly tedious.
Yes, I mean, given that you've got the problem, so just a quick sanity check. Who owns any of piddling little holdings? Is it just the Byzantine Empire in Africa? Or are there...
There's the Knights Hospitaller
okay, yeah.
and there's the Najidids
And then
that I know of so far.
And the Najidids are the really awkward ones here because basically the Knights Hospitaller you can trivially do when you're taking out one of you're warring somebody else. You can declare, basically when you declare war on Hungary or whoever it is, you can also also take them out at the same time. The Najidids, you can do a holy war to get the duchy, but they will then basically just join defensive pacts against you for the rest of time. The other two don't matter so much because you can just go and nibble a county whenever.
Yeah, actually,
you choose.
the Knights Hospitaller are fairly easy, since I think that's probably the only land they control. We just turn up there, besiege it, and then probably have managed to take it before the defensive pact gets its arse into gear.
Yes. So they'll probably be not too bad. It's the Najidids with the individual holdings that you're going to struggle with. Although, the thing is, just occupying them won't be enough, will it? Or can you blitzkrieg them like that?
Well, I don't see why.
No.
It's only got 5.0 fort level. If I send in enough troops.
Yeah, I mean, not the Knights Hospitaller.
Oh, right.
I'm meaning the Najidid holding.
Yeah, the Najidids still have a whole, not exactly empire, but a biggish kingdom.
Yes, so you will need to besiege more than just your.
So that yes, they will not be easy to.
So what I would do is
I'm kind of tempted to grab that off the knights while I.
I'm really the thing here is that's going to drive your threat up again.
True.
And the limiting factor.
Yes. Okay. I should leave them because.
Is you want to get to the point where the Najidids and preferably Hungary have left the defensive pact.
Yes.
Or you've timed out enough that you can safely take on at least the Najidids. I'm not so worried about Hungary. Because they'll only defensive pacts will only join in of your own religion when you're over 50% threat. Or 75% threat. But the ones of other religions will come and say hello to you very quickly. You want to try. Your two options here are to get buff enough to be able to holy war the Najidids, even though they're part of a set of defensive pacts, or to wait being quiet and good and peaceful long enough that your threat declines to a level that you can take on the Najidids, and at that point you'll probably also want to do Hungary, and possibly the Knights Hospitallers. Because otherwise, as soon as you've warred the Najidids, they will just join the defensive pact, and then it will be really bloody annoying. Because you'll have taken a large chunk off the Najidids, and they will not be very happy about it. Or you can hope that while you're doing this, little Duke Whatnot next door has grown up and has decided that what he would really like to do is go for a holy war with Najidids, or go for a de jure war with the Najidids himself.
I think I really need to get these. Spare titles off my hands. Yes, I've got a -10, -20 domain too big, and a -10 too many held duchies penalty.
-20 domain too big. That's a spectrum error.
So I can get 30 boost simply by getting rid of the Duchy of Samara. Yes, down there.
Is it on the sea then?
Yes. Basically Iraq's major seaport.
Oh, I was going to say, isn't it modern day Kuwait? But
No.
okay.
There's Kuwait, there's Basra.
Okay. Very nearby.
There's some sea, there's some Basra. All you need now is nonsense.
We can certainly provide that.
So, and I can't, because they're not in my court and they're unlanded. I can't grant anything to my eldest son, or indeed any of my children. My sister is already Duchess of Galilee, and I'd quite like to keep Samara in the family. But it's not, I suppose, essential. It's not that good a duchy.
Nieces, nephews, other whatnot.
Okay, so I definitely can grant the duchy to my niece, who is in a different court. So I think it must be something Gavelkind related. Even though, oh, do we now have Gavelkind at the kingdom level? Did I have to accept that for some purpose?
You might have done. 'Cause you just
Yes, yes, we have absolute cognatic Gavelkind. So yes, that's why I can't just grant titles to people who will inherit a bunch of titles, apparently.
You have to wait 10 years before you can change it back again, can't you? You can try to change it.
Yes, I have to have reigned at least 10 years. I want to get this duchy off my hands much sooner than that.
Oh yeah, you can't hang around with minus 30 penalty for that long. You'll be toast. And your kids
Um,
will wait, yeah.
So
Speaking of keeping things in the family, is Spoleto still owned by Di Spoleto?
I'll have a look.
I mean, I know you kind of switched player characters a long way away from it repeatedly, but
Yeah, I can't even remember where it is. It may, of course, not be called Spoleto at the moment. Fairly Greek over there. It is now a Prince Archbishopric, and I'm sorry to report that it is held by Martinus Komnenos Dukas, and not a Di Spoleto.
So, what is that? The papacy? No, it's Italia.
Yes, the papacy is, last I looked, coterminous with Finland.
Okay.
The King Bishop of Finland has, as a secondary title, Pope,
Right.
after our crusade for Finland, in which somehow the Pope ended up keeping it for himself.
the country where he quite want to be.
Yes. None of the nephews and nieces look very promising. To be fair, neither do most of my own children. Okay, so it looks like actually my children, other than the eldest, I can grant like interesting titles to. It's only Prince Nuno I can't. So I could give Princess Ansa the Duchy of Samara. So let's see if there are any fun-looking Di Spoletos who are unlanded and would like to join my court. Not, I have to say, really. I think I'm going to make 12-year-old Princess Ansa into the Duchess of Samara. which will probably mean it won't come back to the monarch unless she dies without issue. But that's fine. There will be plenty more duchies. So that should substantially improve everyone's opinion of me. So who's the strongest member of the Lower Crown Authority faction? Okay, it is, in fact, our old friend Duke Morcar of Outre-Jourdain. Let's send him some booze. I've dispatched some beer to Duke Morcar. It should make things better. My little Aldonza is growing into a silent girl. I wonder that she might be having a harder time learning to talk because of that hare lip of hers. I wonder what caused it.
You haven't married your cousin accidentally? I mean, it could
Don't
just
think
be
so.
random.
Princess Ansa, Duchess Ansa the Second of Samara, is impulsive and seems unable to tell right from wrong. What should I do with my wayward daughter? Well, no, I don't think we want her to become arbitrary. Let us make her not arbitrary. Count Muzaffarddin of Aden we can imprison because he is the leader of a plot. He is also a member of 2 factions. So that seems like it might be a good plan.
Yeah.
Who else can we imprison? Duchess Agatha of Basra, who is not a member of any factions. Empress Mencia of Italia, who is also Duchess Mencia of Galilee, who is the faction leader of the Empress Mencia for Jerusalem faction.
I mean,
You've got to marry the Basileus of Italia. Maybe it's possible I set that up,
I think you did.
which may be inconvenient. My guards failed. Hang on, I didn't mean to press that one. Oh well. I'm apparently arrested Duchess Mencia. She's a nuisance too, who has now raised her flag in rebellion. Also, I've apparently inherited a barony. Right, sorry, I was actually trying to go after someone completely other. Oh well. Hello, 6,000 troops from my home province. Oh, I still have a terrible set of commanders, don't I?
Just sacked them with you to go hunting.
I mean, there should be more or less enough around. Right, that's a more sensible set of commanders and hasn't left me with any slots free. Oh, I've gone over my domain limit again. So I have accidentally inherited the barony of Hodeida in Sana'a.
Well,
I think I should probably grant that to the person who controls the county, because it's not even my county. I suspect that will cheer him up quite a lot. That says it will increase it by 20, but he has a... wants control of the bishopric of Catawba and desires the barony of Hodeida. Yeah, okay.
do a vassal transfer as well.
Apparently everything's a bit messed up around here. There you go. That better? Yes, now up to -4 opinion.
Have you transferred the bishop?
Yes. One day you'll have to specialise, I hear the voice of my old quartermaster in my head. As I look out over the battlefield and the desert of Urbid, the sight fills me with resolve. I need to find a focus for future battles, but what will it be?
What have you got? What have you got? What have you got? Good.
So I'm already an aggressive leader.
Yes.
Better pursuit and damage, worse defence. My options are desert expert,
Yeah.
cavalry leader, light foot leader, or heavy infantry leader.
I think of those desert, but
Yeah, we've still got plenty of desert to go around.
I mean, not least for your holy war. I mean, in the last big game I did, I decided to be a horse lord. I can't remember why I decided to be a horse lord, but it did mean that basically whenever I could, I took the cavalry trade. Whether this was sensible or not, necessarily, I mean, but just because clearly this was what my culture did, was you built more horses. But you don't have anything like that driving you, so...
Oh, we have a military strategist, Basque veteran with a penchant for innovation. 30 military technology points or not for 113 gold. I think we should
How much money have you got?
5,500.
Probably tech points, but...
Yeah. I mean, I could stop getting into battles and actually besiege something soon, but we're at 43% war score already. Still don't want to besiege to usurp the Sultanate of Iraq. Yes, we'll happily ransom him. We probably actually, well no, it probably doesn't matter where we're besieging, does it? Where's her capital? Oh, it's where we are, excellent. Pankratios is the siege leader, so this should go fairly well. I mean, it's a fairly big fort, so this will take a little while. Oh dear, for too long the Crown has restricted our historic rights and liberties. The time has come to lower the Crown authority. Submit to this demand peacefully or face the consequences. Rest assured that I have gathered others who are equally upset.
Well, I think at this point, you go, I have 5,000 money and you don't.
They are quite a lot stronger than I am. They are now up to 163%.
Yeah, but the thing here is, fundamentally, they have the problem that they're all allies.
They also, between them, might actually have 5,500 money. I'm just checking.
Yeah, but each one of them isn't going to want to put out, as it were. And
Yeah, they totally have 5,500 money between them.
yeah, but they're not. Most of them aren't going to be bothered to spend it because effectively, what will happen here is he will become the leader of a sort of loose faction, and they're all allies of each other. And this tends to mean that you have all of the control problems that you would expect from having a bunch of allies. Viz, no one wants to put out to buy the mercenaries, and trying to get them to cooperate to get things into the right place is actually kind of motivating.
So do you think I should thus refuse to be blackmailed?
I think you have much better, because the other thing that is making me think about this is if you do drop the Crown authority, then first in 9 years' time you have to change the succession law back from stupid Gavkite. Then,
I mean, I don't really need to because I've only got one top level title.
well, then the other option is you don't get to change it back from Gavkite for a while, and you have to use it to push your Crown authority back up to make sure.
Are those not separate anyway? Because one's an inheritance law and one's a realm
Yes,
law.
but then you usually only get to change like one of these laws at a time.
Right.
Because I'm pretty sure everyone knows this is a problem. Not just the timeout here, but that you end up with a timeout on like changing any of the major kingdom laws as a result.
Okay, let's try it. I will not be blackmailed. Meanwhile, I'm about to arrest a member of your faction. raise that lot somewhere slightly more sensible. No. Oh, actually, they might be safe. No, they have terrible morale. So I have 25,000 troops at the moment. He apparently has 40,000.
Right, so some of those are stranded out in the southern bits of the country. There are some bits that you can probably easily, squash, like the bit just above your cursor, like that lot there.
Well, at the moment, I'm moving this lot together. Maybe I should move them together a little bit closer.
Yes.
Actually, they're leaving anyway, so we need to chase them. Many people currently have terrible morale.
Yes, but most of their troops do as well.
Yes.
It is possibly at this point worth hiring some mercenaries, just because they will arrive with at least 50% morale, I think, in your capital, assuming your capital isn't,
I probably need a new marshal.
Definitely a new marshal.
I mean, I could totally afford to hire even some quite expensive mercenaries, like the Rus company, who come with 10,000 troops. Yeah, let's do that. That gets us closer to a sensible number. They also need to charge up their morale mind.
fairly quickly. Also, those are the ones you want to use as arrow fodder. On the grounds that this will decrease your costs very rapidly. So if you can use those as the ones to go into a county first to hold the enemy there, while you get the rest of your troops in position, this is absolutely what you should do.
Actually, no. Let's just disband that army. It's not going to do any good.
What's your war score in the other war?
55%.
Okay.
It will go up substantially when I win this siege, because there's minus 20% from the attacker still controlling all her holdings. So that will immediately jump up to 70 to about 80%. That means I probably do want to besiege some more of theirs. Actually, let's send...
Yeah, but you might be in a position to then
Let's...
assault, say, Bishop Liverpool or something.
Just actually get that lot into a besieging position on a fairly random county of the revolts, so they're not just standing around doing nothing useful. We'll have the defensive advantage in that battle. I think we actually need to reinforce that anymore. Let's send that lot down there as well. We've won the siege of Scandalon. The next thing there is a city with fort level 2.5.
Lots of stuff sticking around in there. So the army that's approaching from this... Oh, right, yes, you're already in a position to be fighting it. Presumably that's going to be okay.
Right. First battle won, all the way down here. Amassing more troops down there. I think we don't want to chase them immediately. I think that's not worth an assault. Next battle won. Right. I think this lot should head down and hit them. It's not a sensible route though. That lot may as well march over there. Your Aunt Gerhild has asked you to consider her for the position of Marshal, not with a Marshal skill of 18, no. My current Marshal has a Marshal skill of 24. Inappropriate. Not because you're female, but because you're pants. Oh, we've got some... Oh dear, they've besieged Crack des Chevalier. We have some castle walls in Jericho. Let us...
Get them to come tumbling down?
No, build better ones. No, apparently not actually. We can just build better keeps and stables and such. Yes, we already have the best walls we can have in Jericho. Let's improve the levy size, because that will be helpful.
Well, yes, because you've then got things that boost that, haven't you? With the
Yes.
gardens, gets through to me. It's a good job Simon's not listening, because otherwise he'd probably say, gets through to me and look at me. Trying to imitate a pine marten.
Right, we have taken Sarafand. We now have a war score of 93% in that war. I think actually it's probably worth, rather than besiege it, well, what's the next thing to besiege? Yeah, it's Bishopric with 3.5 fort level. Or we could march out through their army, through the Galilean army. Yes, maybe get that one. I'm a little worried about these friends that they have,
What are the
who are
armies
fleeing,
at
but
the top of the screen doing?
they're sitting down and besieging, if you mean these ones.
No, just the right yours.
They're going over to join this lot to produce something reasonably sized. Maybe we should do this in the other direction.
Maybe you should bring that lot down to this lot, and that lot leave there for the time being. Because at some point you do want to get someone besieging something, because otherwise you will start getting attacker controls all their holdings. Basically, you'll end up with whacking great ticking war score against you. Or conversely, by taking some of their stuff, you can start your war score ticking in your favour. I can never remember which way round it works for these things, but whichever way, you probably want to be going.
Those guys are still fleeing. The other one is, yeah, that's slightly too big an army for me to take on with that lot, so let's merge those. No, you lot can keep going that way. Right, I now have 100% war score in one of my wars.
Right. Release the altar. That's to be with sarcastic note.
Empress Mencia of Italia is imprisoned.
Says, how dare you challenge the might of Queen, I've forgotten who you are.
Elbira. Right, which should also mean that we can raise some troops from her.
Yeah, but they'll be pretty squashed at the moment because whoever's in charge is not going to be the happiest, but well,
Hey, 2,500 troops is not to be sneezed at.
that's true.
Yeah, that's fine. We have one next door. Oh, the ongoing civil war has caused both loyal veterans and various adventurers to make their way to Jerusalem for muster. Excellent. A 1397 strong regiment arrives. 1397 strong regiments have turned up in Jerusalem.
Excellent.
Right. A little worried these armies are getting a bit big, but that's probably a good problem to have. You lot can head down and join that lot. Ah, that's where the big revolt army is. I'm a bit worried that lot's going to come out of Shattered Retreat somewhere embarrassing. So actually, let's start sending that lot up there. Just in case they do. Pay attention to that lot, actually. They are slowly besieging things in an irritating fashion. So down here, we're still marching north. You lot should be going that way now. The idea being that they will settle down and besiege that. So that lot are now at a bit of a loose end.
What I'd probably do is see if you can get a smallish group together to besiege somewhere. Not crucially your expensive mercenaries, they should be fighting people, but get someone or make sure that you've got a team besieging people that need some support. You should probably go and
They should be fine as long as this lot don't come out of Shattered Retreat in that county. But let's get them some nice commanders. So that lot are the mercenaries, or are primarily mercenaries. Annoyingly, there aren't many enemy troops near them, because they've just beaten them all. So I think they probably have to start heading that way. Right, that lot have not come out of Shattered Retreat in the wrong place. So let's see, that lot are like not the mercenaries, so are the ones that don't really want to get into a battle. But on the other hand, that will be quite an easy battle. So maybe we don't worry about that too much and send them in there anyway. That lot are the mercenaries and the adventurers, and us definitely want to be hurled into any battle that we can find for them, which makes it slightly sad that there aren't any around. I think that lot are probably strong enough. That we should send them in there. It's desert, so the defensive advantage isn't that much, and we've got Elbira on our side. So that lot probably ought to have an organiser, which they have got good. Let's randomly stick Ramiro on that flank so that he gets some experience. Newt.
We should just inspect your current war score by wandering past the screen on the way out. War score will shortly go up for us.
Yeah, that should go all right.
It's 13%. Can you show me what your war score is currently composed of?
Yes. 16% battles, minus 2% for having lost Crack des Chevaliers.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you have lost Crack des Chevaliers? Has no one actually bothered to put any like fortifications in there? Because it should be practically impregnable.
No. Fort level 3.5.
Honestly, I mean, you should sack
It's
that
a
guy.
small tent on a hill.
You should sack that guy for not making it. It should be like Constantinople. You should look at its walls and quail.
No, that's Jericho you're thinking of. Jericho, fort level 8.5, along with Ramallah and Mirabel.
Right, yes, well, that's much more what you should be aiming for here.
But Crack des Chevaliers is not directly mine.
Yes, well, obviously, you need to have words.
It's controlled by the Prince Bishop of Arca.
Yes, well, I think he's discovering that praying is not adequate. He needs bigger walls.
Actually, maybe Crack des Chevaliers is mine. What's going on with Crack des Chevaliers? Oh no, that's controlled by the Duke of Tripoli for some reason. Where do we need all these lot then? That lot are about to get into what might be actually a surprisingly iffy battle, given it's in a mountain. Can they intercept that lot first instead? Yeah, that would be good. Send them in there to help with that siege. Send them in there to help with that, or rather with that. These guys are happily, if slowly, besieging something. Oh, are those going to be out of there too soon? That's annoying. Oh well. No, they're not. Well, I think we'll just have a ransom for him. I mean, I'm assuming... Okay, we won't have a ransom for him because he's so useless they don't want him back. I had to break up a fight between my daughter Ansa and another child today. Ansa's heart is filled with envy. I mean, envy isn't that bad. Yeah, let's allow her to become envious. Right, so what's going on? There we are, happily, if slowly, besieging somewhere, and no one else is anywhere nearby. There is, I think, a largish revolt army somewhere down here, though, but we'll be able to see them coming. So I probably want to send the army that just won the Battle of Masyaf over here. Oh, there they are. No. Without them passing through the county that's going to be heavily overloaded. Oh dear, that county's too small as well. Stoat. Thank you. Their armies are now beginning to get a bit big. We may actually have to bring this lot up to join in. Conveniently, they are easily to hand. Okay, you're happily converting. We have put you in a sensible county, haven't we? Oops. I mean, it's orthodox, which is probably not the most helpful thing, but like better than nothing. Anyway, we seem to have won another battle. That's nice. Now we need to split these up before they run out of supply. Actually, we want to send the other lot back up there to continue with their siege. Apparently have a new Count of Amman. Oh, they've just turned up here. Well, that's actually quite bad. I mean, we're going to win that battle, but I didn't expect it to happen. Okay, they do seem to be neatly spreading themselves out in such a way that we keep winning battles. Now about this siege, oh, that one won't take long. There are only 471 defenders there. Told you. Oh no, that's a different siege. In the chaos surrounding the Battle of Al-Najaf, my men cornered Bishop Adolf of Saone, who was cut down with ease. The symbol of high rank on his uniform apparently went unnoticed. Do we have uniforms at this stage? Until a soldier stumbled over his corpse. Good riddance. Right, we have now taken that entire county. Where is the rebellion's capital anyway? Does it have one? Yeah, oh well. Let's go and retake Crac des Chevaliers because it's just embarrassing. Hey, and our little besieging mob down there are doing a decent job as well. They're fleeing, well, running away anyway. Okay, apparently we're just about at the point where military uniforms were a thing, according to Pink Beast. Stop running away. Right, we've regained Crac des Chevaliers. We still have the slight problem that this army is a bit too big for the county it's in. Oh, there's the capital. Let's march them up to the coast where there's more supply. Jericho has a keep. Well, since I don't think it's going to be needing to defend itself anytime soon, we'll go back to building cheap things there. Oh, we have a 100% war score. Excellent. Queen Elvira of Jerusalem. No, we still don't want the Sultanate of Iraq. Has comprehensively dealt with that revolt. Oh, right, yes, she's Duchess of Thingy Zabid. Sorry, Duchess of Taiz, and hence controls Zabid. Well, she should build some more things there then. Have we just imprisoned the entire damned faction? Certainly looked like it. Well, we'll have to decide what to do with them next time. Okay, we have to wait for this lot to become unmovement locked. Right, that's all of our armies out of the way. I haven't got an even halfway decent spare commander, so we'll need to organise a new one of those. Yeah, I think sorting out our court is going to be a she's a member of the elective succession faction. Sorting out the membership of our court, of our council and such like, is going to be another biggish job next time. So presumably most of these we can revoke some titles if we feel that this is appropriate. That's going to require a lot of thought. So I don't think I want to try that now. We've expanded a bit there because Kurdistan is now ours. Our vassal won their holy war while we weren't looking. What's going on there? IKEA is apparently under the control, oh yes, the Al Jazeeran revolt, which we've seen bits of occasionally. No one tried to invade us while we were having a revolt. That was very silly of them. So yes, we'll be back sometime, probably on Friday, but I'm not sure, to try to organise Elvira's court and work, or council and commanders and such like, and work out what to do with all of these people who we've got in prison. But until then, I will say good night. Good night.